evening and welcome to a special edition of Pat's Picks, the Progressive Rock Hour on KMIH-FM, Mercer Island, Washington, 88.9 The Bridge. For the month of June, we will present Perpetual Change, the music of Yes. Over the coming weeks, we'll be hearing some of the best of Yes and some of my personal favorites, as well as a few surprises. And tonight, I'll be talking with Alan White about the upcoming 50th anniversary tour. So without further ado, from the Yes album in 1971, this is Perpetual Change. I am here with Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee and legendary Yes drummer, Alan White. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
First off, congratulations on being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and congratulations on Yes's 50th anniversary. We're looking forward to the upcoming show, June 14th at San Michelle Winery. What should we expect? Will there be any surprises?
Well, the big surprise for me is it's my birthday that night. But, it'll be a good show. I mean, the band are playing really well right now
10 minutes to get changed
on the road. And, it's pretty exciting when you get out there, see all the crowds enjoying so much.
I know you've had some difficulties following your back surgery, and that Jay Shellen and for a while, Steve's son, Dylan Howe, have been helping out on the drums. How's that been working out?
Well, that's not bad. I mean, Jay's doing a great job. He helps me out. Every time we go on tour now, I'm playing more and more of the set. But, after all the back injuries and all that kind of stuff I had in the last 2 years, I'm starting to get in really pretty good condition. So hopefully in the next year or two, I'll be doing the whole thing again.
So can we expect to see some double drum stuff like Phil Collins and Chester did?
No, I don't think we're going to do any of that doubles. I did it many times before, as you know, with Joe Cocker and a couple of different things, so I'm quite used to doing that. But at the same time, Yes music's not very easy to do with two drummers. So, it'll be either myself or Jay. Jay usually does the beginning of the set, but I'm now playing the last 5 or 6 songs in the set.
I'm hearing rumors that Yes will be working on a new album after the tour. Is there any truth to that?
There's rumors about it within the band that we might be able to have time to do that, but a lot of people want us to be on the road and perform Yes songs as they know them. But I think most of the band members, we have songs individually that we'll put together, and maybe we can do it relatively quickly.
You worked with Roy Thomas Baker on the last album. Can't believe it's been 4 years since Heaven and Earth came out.
I know, totally.
And of course, Trevor Horn was involved in the Fly From Here album in 2011. Even more so with the reissue, The Return Trip, which just came out. Did the band have much involvement in the remixing of the album, or did you just let Trevor Horn go wild?
No, we pretty much left it up to the people that are doing that, but the people that did that, you mean Fly From Here, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, Trevor's pretty damn good background, and he knows what he's doing, and he has great engineers working for him.
I love the new mixes. I like how they really brought out Chris's vocals.
Yeah.
I think, he has such a reputation as being one of the greatest bass players. I think it sometimes overshadowed his vocal contribution to the band.
Very true, because he had a quality to his voice that always mixed with John Anderson and in most of the band's career, but also with John Davison and Billy Sherwood. Yeah.
Will we be seeing your band White at Newcastle Days this year, or is?
Yeah, we're going to be playing Newcastle Days.
Excellent. Always nice to see you and Steve and Jonathan and Robin and the rest of the band.
No, we'll be there.
Always goes down well.
We're also doing. Jonathan's not going to be there, but I'm doing a thing with the Seattle Symphony School Rock Orchestra in San Juan Friday Help. It's like a fairground day. It's what do they call it? State fair or something of their own fair. They have every year.
Excellent.
It's going to have the orchestra and then Steve and myself and Robin singing and Carl on guitar.
You have had the opportunity to work with some of the most amazing musicians on the planet. I mean, John Lennon, George Harrison, Eric Clapton, to Yes, to John Wetton, David Torn, Tony Levin. I hate to use the term bucket list, but is there anyone else out there that you're still waiting to play for?
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty busy kind of like catching up with the history of doing that, you know. I'm just getting on with things that are in my past and performing when I can. The 11 Tone White thing was, pretty incredible experience to play with those guys.
I was just listening to that album again on the way over here, and
really cool.
It's an excellent album. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. We're going to look forward to seeing the band on the 14th at the Winery. Yes's 50th anniversary tour is going through June and July at the very least. So be sure to come out and see the band. Well, thank you very much for your time, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the road.
All right, man. Thanks.
That was Beyond and Before from Yes's 1969 debut album. The song originated before the formation of Yes. It was a song that Peter Banks and Chris Squire brought in from their band Mabel Greer's Toy Shop. Next up, we're going to jump ahead to the Big Generator album in 1987 with a song that was credited to the entire band, but was principally an Alan White piece. It's kind of an odd one in that it's got a very open arrangement with a lot of room for the song to breathe. This particular version was recorded at the Summit in Houston, Texas in 1988. This is Shoot High, Aim Low. We will continue with more Perpetual Change, the music of Yes, in just a moment. Welcome back to Pat's Picks, the Progressive Rock Hour on 88.9 The Bridge, as we celebrate the music of Yes. Next up is an interesting little outtake from the Fragile Sessions in 1971. The seasoned Yes fan will recognize the lyrics, which ended up being used in The Revealing Science of God from the Tales from Topographic Oceans album in 1973. And some of the music ended up being used in Siberian Khatru from the Close to the Edge album. This is All Fighters Past. From the controversial 1991 album Union, which saw Yes team up with former members Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, and Howe, who had formed their own group in 1989, that was Lift Me Up, a song that Trevor Rabin wrote concerning the homeless problem. And we'll close tonight with an epic track from Keys to Ascension 2 in 1997. This song actually had its start in 1981 in the aborted XYZ project featuring Alan White, Chris Squire, and Jimmy Page, ex-Yes Zeppelin. This is Mind Drive. I want to say a special thank you to Alan White for taking the time to talk with me, especially since he was just recovering from having lost his voice. And I want to thank you for listening to Pat's Picks. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, search Pat's Picks Prague, or email the show at patspicksprague@yahoo.com. We'll be back next week with more great Yes music. Until then,